Hi, everybody. My name is Andi. I am coming to you from the Tempe, Arizona site with Team Exos. I'm here today to go through a quick upper body stretch to help loosen you up from sitting at that computer for so long. If you haven't yet, please read the informed consent and release of liability below in the description box. And once you've done that, we're good to get moving. So the first thing I want to have us do is take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to reach up for the ceiling, getting as tall as we can. And if you want to take that a little bit further, you can drop that head back. If you want to add a little bit of a back bend, you can. You can use your arms for support. Wherever is comfortable for you, I'm going to be offering modifications for every stretch that we do. So find what's comfortable for you. If it's up here, that's great. If it's just standing up nice and tall, that's a great start. From there, up here in our stretch position, we're going to go ahead and just take it forward. In yoga, they call it a half fold. So we're keeping our back nice and straight. We're using our glutes to hold us here. So if you feel this in your low back at all, I want you to think about activating your glutes and activating your core. You can put your hands on your thighs. We're just going to slowly work into that forward fold so that we're giving our low back the best break that it can get. If you feel comfortable here and you're ready to move on, if you want, you can grab your elbows to help weigh you down. If you want to just reach for the floor, whatever works for you. And we're going to go ahead and just release. Let your head fall forward as far as you're comfortable again. Making sure you're able to breathe through the stretch. We don't want to hold our breath. Every breath we take is delivering more oxygen and more nutrients to our muscles that we're working right now. So being able to breathe is very important. Again, you can grab those elbows. They help weigh you down a little bit, letting that head just fall. And you may notice the longer we stay here, you're able to get a little bit lower every few seconds, every couple of breaths. You can stay here as long as you like, but when you're ready to move up, what I want you to do is using your glutes. We're going to pull ourselves up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Back up into that neutral position. Shoulders are down and back. Great. The next stretch that I want to work on is, if you feel it a lot in your shoulders, but this is actually a chest stretch. So you're going to feel it right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to reach behind our body. If you can grasp your hands together, great. I'm going to show a lot of variations. This is a very personal exercise for a lot of people. A lot of people are really tight in this area. So I'll show you this one first. We're going to just lift our arms straight up behind us. Again, we're standing up nice and tall. And we're keeping those shoulders down. Stay there as long as is comfortable for you. If that does not work for you, if just reaching back as far as you can and holding it works, that works too, as long as you're feeling it right here. Whatever feels best for you. If you want to try something else, you can come up against your wall. Putting your arm up against the wall and then twisting your body away from it. You can make this as intense. Sorry, we have a dog cameo. You can make this as intense as you want it to be. So if you want more of a stretch, bring your body all the way up against the wall and get that arm flat. Make this stretch yours. And again, breathing through it. This one, people tend to hold their breath on it because they're trying to get as much movement as they can. Don't hold your breath. Breathe easily. Stretching should never hurt. You might feel some tension. You might feel some pulling, but it should not be pain. Great. When you're ready, we can go ahead and move out of that. We're going to go the opposite direction now. We're going to get those shoulders. So we're just going to stand here, standing up nice and tall. Again, those shoulders are still down. So what tends to happen is sometimes those shoulders will creep up towards our ears. If you catch yourself doing that, bring them back down, nice and tall. We can pull here and we can pull here, but let's avoid the elbow area. And you go as far as you're comfortable with. You should feel this in the back of your shoulder. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. It's really important to think about your shoulder health and your neck health when you're on the computer for so long. And this isn't just from working, this is also from driving, from eating, from texting, from reading. All of those positions, we're in this forward C shape, right? Like my body's making a kind of a C, my upper body. So we want to try to get ourselves out of that and stand up tall and get neutral. So everything we're doing here, we're just trying to loosen up those muscles that tend to just fall forward a lot. From there, we will go into our wrists as well because those can get tired. So we're just gonna grab our fingertips and we're gonna pull backwards. And you should be feeling this right in the bottom of your forearm. If that hurts at all, again, just ease up a little bit. You don't have to pull that far. And when you're ready, you'll switch, you'll go the other direction. You're gonna feel that more on the top of your forearm. And when I say top, I mean up here. And then we're gonna get the other side. We're just pulling the fingers as far back as you can. Again, feeling that underneath down here in the bottom of your forearm. Hopefully this one isn't as intense for you and you're still breathing. And then we're gonna go the other way and just pulling our hands straight down. Good, you can do a few circles, loosen them up. I suggest doing any of these, while you're working. If you're on a call and you don't need to be typing, give your wrists a little break, give your arms a little break really quick and do a few of these stretches. You can do a lot of these from your chair, which, spoiler alert, I'm going to do a chair series next week. So, but while we're standing, let's keep moving. So we're gonna come back to our back really quick here because I want to make sure the blood is really moving before we move on to our neck. So we're gonna get into that nice tall stretch again. And this time I want to take it to the side. So a couple things to think about here is when you're coming down to the side like a sheet of glass, you can use the seam of your pants to guide you so that you're coming straight down to the side. This arm, you can put it up here and reach further. You can put it on your hip, whatever works best for you. You can make your stance a little bit wider and reach as far as you're comfortable. Try to avoid leaning forward or leaning backward. We want to just go straight down. That's why the seam of the pants really helps. So we're here, and this arm, you can take it up. If you bring that arm up, you're really going to feel it here in your ribs and into your lats a little bit, and your obliques. It feels really great. And when you're ready, you're going to use this glute and these obliques, and you're going to squeeze that side to pull you up. So that way, none of that pressure goes into your low back. And then we're going to start up top again and take it down to the other side. Same thing. So again, we're staying lined up here, not going forward or backward. Well, you can see my dog doing the same stretch on the floor right now. He's following along too. All right, again, when you're ready, you're gonna squeeze that glute, squeeze those obliques, and you're gonna slowly stand yourself back up. We're in this neutral position again. All right, for our last few, just gonna get my hair out of the way. I don't have a tie. We're gonna do some neck stretches. So the first thing we're gonna do is, just to make sure we're good and warm, we're just gonna tuck our chin to our chest. This is a position our neck is very comfortable in because we spend so much time here. Think about every time you're using your phone, eating, driving, reading, on the computer. We're often in this position. So just tuck it down as far as you're comfortable. And then from there, we're going to take it back the other way and we're going to look right up at the ceiling. This one should feel really good because our neck doesn't go this way very often. From here, bring it back to neutral. Again, our shoulders are down and back, right? We'll just take it to one side. If you want to add a very, very gentle amount of weight to just down. Whoops, lost an AirPod. You can coax your neck down just a little bit. Don't push hard, don't pull. It's like your hand is just a little 2-pound weight just added to the top of your head to help it go a little bit further. Slowly bring it back up to the middle and we'll go to the other side. Same thing. And we're trying to keep this ear directly over the shoulder. So we're not leaning forward and then turning. We're going straight down to the side and then adding that hand. If you want, hand is totally optional. You put it where you want and you go as far as you're able to. You want to really be careful with your neck. And for our last one, this one takes a little bit of thinking, a little coordination. So I'm going to work your brain and your body right now. We are going to stretch these muscles that attach to the back of our head and to our neck. So I'm going to face the other direction so that you can see what my arms are doing. So you can take your left arm and put it right behind your back. And right away, if this is tight, you should start to feel this a little bit. Now you can hold it here. And we're going to take our head to our right. All right, so for our last stretch for our neck, takes a little bit of thinking. So I'm going to work your brain and your body here. Again, being very careful with our neck. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing with my arms, because that's where the majority of the stretch is going to happen. So we're going to work all these muscles that go kind of along our back, into the back of our head, the back of our neck, and down into our upper shoulder. So what I'm going to have you do is take your right arm and bring it straight back behind you. And you might be feeling a stretch in these muscles right here, just like this, but we're going to take it a little bit further if you can, if you're comfortable with it. You don't have to. This might be enough of a stretch right here. If you're comfortable, I'm going to have you tilt your head to the left. You can add this hand here. And now you're really going to feel those muscles being stretched along the right side of your neck. Hold that for as long as it's comfortable for you. And when you're ready, we're going to gently release. Bring our head back up to neutral. Release that right arm. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides and get the left. So again, just bringing that left arm straight back behind you. If this is enough of the stretch, hold it right here. If you want a little bit more, bring that ear down to the shoulder. You can use that hand. Now, again, you want to make sure that you're not tilting your head forward or back in this process. So you're bringing your ear straight down to the shoulder. Then adding the arm if you want a little additional help, getting a little deeper into that stretch. Again, when you're ready, you can stay here as long as you like. Repeat these as many times as you like. Going through this one set, it's about 10 minutes. That might be enough of a break, but you can do it again later. Otherwise, if you have the time, you want to really focus on intensive stretching, you can go through these and hold each of them for about 20 seconds a piece. And you can do 2 sets of them if you would like. That would probably be sufficient, but holding them for at least 20 seconds would be the important part. But right now we just need to get up and get a little bit looser. So hopefully that helped you. If you have any questions, if you have any requests for specific stretches, please let us know. You can email your local team and we will make sure to incorporate those into future videos. Again, my name is Andi. I'm coming from the Tempe site. I hope you feel a little bit better, a little bit looser, and you're ready to face the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.